Shaw, 2-0 loss. Can we just get your initial thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, I think tonight was really tough. I think the guys worked hard, especially coming off of last night. It was another close game, and so, yeah, I thought we were right there. Just couldn't seem to get the puck to go in the net, and yeah, that's what happens. It's kind of been a bit of a struggle for us here for a while, so we got to figure out how we can start generating some offense.
And then looking at your play, you only allowed one goal off of more than 30 shots. Can you just talk about your performance tonight?
Yeah, I felt really good. I haven't played in a couple weeks. Battled a couple injuries there this last month, and so it's kind of been tough to get back into a groove. And it was really good to just be back in that and be feeling the puck and feeling like I'm back in my game. So it felt good.
Last two nights, two good defensive performances. How does the team keep this defensive momentum moving forward?
Yeah, I think we've got a real solid D-core. A couple of young guys, Evano, Willits, and then we've got Rutkowski, Cowan. So I think there's a good mix of experience and talent there, and it helps keep my job. It makes my job a lot easier when I can count on those guys. So, yeah, I think as we go down this stretch, I don't think our guys need to overthink anything and just keep playing the way we've been going. So,
what do you recall about their first goal they scored
tonight?
Yeah.
It came down. I know there was like a breakdown in the neutral zone or something. And it was a 3-on-2, and then the guy shot it, and it deflected off somebody, I think, because it wasn't a clean rebound off me or anything, and then kicked out to the side. The guy was wide open, so it was kind of frustrating.
I know you're not on the offensive end, but you mentioned about figuring out a way to get more goals in practice or anything. Is there anything, without giving up any secrets, anything specifically that's been applied to try to get that puck in the net?
Yeah, I think we've been talking a lot about just playing hard in the offensive zone, and that's something we'll keep working on.
And then practically a one-goal game if you take away that empty netter. And it's been one-goal games this whole season against Tech. From a goaltender's view, what makes them so difficult to play against, and what brings out the best of both teams?
Well, I think we just match up well. I wouldn't say that. I mean, both teams played really hard, but I think in some ways it's almost easier for a goalie in that sense because you kind of just get into a kind of a rhythm, and we just gotta find the other side and get the puck in the net. So.
Coach, 2-0 loss against Michigan Tech. Can we just get your initial thoughts on tonight's game?
Sure. I think the score is pretty indicative of how close the game was. Maybe a little, 2-0 is really a 1-0 game, and it could have easily gone. I feel like a broken record at times, but it could have easily have gone the other way. My other thought, I thought Austin Shaw played very well. I know he was just up here talking, but I thought he had a really good game. He looked comfortable in net. He looked quiet. He wasn't sprawled out, and I was very pleased with his performance. And I was pleased for the most part. There was probably a 10-minute segment in the second period that was probably our most downtime during the entire weekend, where we were just off. We were kind of back on our heels, and it was about the 10-minute mark of the second, right to the horn. I felt like, I was glad the horn went and we were able to regroup. Thought we came out again in the third with some energy, had some opportunities. And then really on kind of a broken play, they scored the one goal. And we needed that type of a bounce, I think, and then last but not least, the power play, I thought, again, too, we had some pretty good looks. The guys ran what we wanted to. We got Willett set up for a couple one-timers, and, we just weren't able to get one by the guy. But I'm real appreciative of the effort the guys gave tonight, really appreciative.
And then you kind of talked about it. You had 6 shots there in the second period, but then 14 in the third. Did you tell the guys anything in the locker room in that second intermission to kind of get them going?
It was nothing more than just trying to get back to what we had done for the first 4 periods of the series where, I thought we had played with a lot of energy. What happened, I thought, was we stopped moving away from the puck. So when we got the puck, we had no speed as we were heading up the ice. And then we stopped because we didn't have the movement away from the puck. The guys stopped moving the puck as quickly. So all of a sudden everything bogged down. We just had to get back to what we did earlier, and that was get the puck, move it. Even if it was a 2-foot pass, it's just make the pass and continue to move, and that's when we were at our best. I thought the guys picked up that thread. We lost it for 10 minutes there. It was one of the things during the timeout I called. That was to get a break for the guys that were out there because they had been out the extended amount of time, and I wanted to get them off. But it was also an opportunity. I could feel it slipping, and I wanted to try to get them back into doing it, but we couldn't until we got to the intermission. And then like I said, I thought the guys, so for the most part, I'd say out of the weekend, I was really happy with everything except for maybe 10 minutes tonight. But even during that 10 minutes, while we weren't great with the puck and we weren't creating anything offensively, we were pretty solid defensively.
Yeah. So with Austin Shaw having 30 saves tonight, is he going to be the goalie moving forward, or is it going to continue being a bit of a mix between Roney, McPhail?
Well, I thought going into the weekend we never really set both Friday and Saturday. We set Friday. A lot of it's contingent upon how it all unfolds during the course of the week in practice, and we don't normally. But this weekend, really going into the weekend, in our minds, we were thinking Roney on Friday and Austin on Saturday. We really were, regardless of the outcome last night. But, I would say certainly Austin played well enough where he'll be playing a game next weekend, provided we have a good, solid week of practice and he continues to work hard and stay healthy.
So going into Bowling Green next week, is there kind of an increase in intensity at practice since these are basically the final 4 games are must-win games?
Yeah. I don't know about more increased intensity only because of the fact that I think that would make it sound as though we weren't intense tonight, and we were, and we were intense. What I would like to do is bottle our game this weekend, the way we played, take that on the road to Bowling Green and roll that out there with the, I can't help but think with that kind of opportunities, we won't bang a few home. Obviously, it'll be a little tougher on the road. We play better here at home. But I would take the exact 2 games out over there and have a pretty good feeling we'd find a way to get a few in the back of the net.
How have your feelings about the next 4 games, especially with the playoffs, conference playoffs? What does this team need to do to still keep the season going?
Well, it's cliche, but we just, the most important thing is Friday night's game. Yes, we're down to 4. We've got and we kind of talked about going into this weekend. We felt like the playoffs started this weekend, and it's no different next weekend. It's basically playoff hockey at that point, and so I don't know that we need to do anything really different than what we're doing. I just think we've got to continue to do more of what we are doing, and maybe we talked about the 5%, 3%. Like today, we were down. We felt coming out of last night's game, we were 2% away from it. We just needed 2% more. And I thought the guys for the outside of that one period in the second, I felt like they gave it to us. I really did. So, but we still have high hopes of making the playoffs. I believe, and I haven't checked it 100%, but I'm sure we've got the tiebreaker on Anchorage. And so, in effect, we're one win out of a playoff spot right now, so it's not a huge mountain to climb at all.
And then the team only committed 2 penalties a night. How important is it to stay out of the box, especially with importance of games like these?
Yeah, really important. And I thought the officials did a great job. I really did. I thought there was a couple calls on them they could have made, but I thought there was a couple calls on us they could have made. I thought in the last 2 minutes, there was a couple big hits thrown out there that I thought they were good non-calls. I did. We took one, they took one, and they refs let the players kind of decide it, and I appreciated that. So, and I appreciated the fact that I thought the game was intense. It was hard fought, but yet it was clean. We had talked about that. We wanted to play hard and physical tonight, but we wanted to play within the rule book, and the guys did it.